We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is from Dat'l Do It, the Devil Drops, featuring the Dat'l pepper, which is, I believe, only available to this company. And then we have a little figure of some sort, powerful kick, with a delicious twist from St. Augustine, Florida. And let's take a look here at the copy. We have this tasty Dat'l pepper hot sauce is carefully blended to knock you off your feet and make you glad it happened. Well, it's a good thing I'm sitting down then, isn't it? It's hot and delicious. Straight on your favorite foods and feel the warmth of Florida's own Dat'l pepper. So, the idea here being that Dat'l makes a lot of stuff. They did the Brewers 6-pack that I did back in 2019. And you can check out the video for that if you care to do that. And they do a lot of relabeled stuff. A lot of them featuring the Dat'l pepper. There's a Captain Sorensen sauce. Was at Firehouse Subs. I don't know if it still is. But they definitely, they get out there. They get out there a lot. So I don't know about a lot of their stuff. I have not done much of because a preponderance of onions. This one did not have it, and so it was there. But Devil Drops implies heat to me, and that doesn't really exist here. Okay, so we have water, orange habanero peppers, carrot concentrate, Worcestershire sauce, distilled vinegar, Dat'l peppers, sugar, lime juice, mangoes, potassium sorbate, xanthan gum, and garlic powder. So, you see this is very watery, very thin. Definitely you can catch the carrot concentrate and the orange habaneros here in the color. It's to me kind of a light orange tending towards, I would say, almost a light brown. It does come with a restrictor cap, which it needs to do. Very loose, very runny, very watery sauce. And let's just throw a little of this in there. Okay. Yeah, let's take a look. Okay, let's take a look here. There are some little particles in here. One of the things about this is you can see it here. It almost doesn't look mixed up, like it's not agitated enough, which is really weird because I've actually shaken this quite a bit even after I took it out of the fridge for this video. Here, I'll shake it up again. That is just really an odd aspect to this, but it does do this. I've noticed it elsewhere also. You can see it is very watery, very runny, super liquidy, and it does not like to stick to this spoon. That doesn't like things stuck to it. This is always a good challenge for me. Like, it's easy to stick things when you have a high surface energy. This particular plastic has a very low surface energy. So it is, to me, a good test of how the sauce is going to do sticking to stuff to have this. Because we also have like a low surface energy on things that are greasy, like a lot of the meats and foods. So it's a good test. It's a good test. But you can see this one is not. It wants to just stick to itself. It doesn't want to stick to the spoon. So, all right, let's throw this thing down. Got the Worcestershire, getting a little bit of definitely a vinegary taste to it. I can't I don't know enough about Dat'l flavored peppers. I'm not getting a huge read on this as far as a habanero. Heat wise, definitely there's, it's got a nice little build, a nice little spark to it. But again, am I going to say that's a Dat'l versus habanero when they're both in here and habanero is the second ingredient? No, I'm not. And I don't know if Dat'l is, I suspect Dat'l is a pepper kind of similar to a Tabasco or cayenne, something along those lines. But I don't honestly know enough about that. This one, I like the idea of them as far as, the marketing side of it, where they've got sort of this sort of exclusive pepper thing going on, kind of like the Peppadew. Peppadew, actually, I wish could be in a lot more sauces. Peppadew and honey together is just a fantastic combination. And this one is, it's just really odd to place. Like it seems almost like it's its own thing, if I'm being honest. It doesn't really strike me as really particularly Cajun-y. I mean, I guess it's kind of close to that with all the stuff in it, but I've never seen carrots, for instance, in a Cajun sauce, and there is a little bit of that aspect that kind of reads through here a little bit too. Definitely pretty far cry from Louisiana style, even though the range is similar. So, what I've got here today is I've got sort of a couple pieces of shepherd's pie. Now, I am not a huge fan of this in general, if I'm being honest. I'm not a big fan of mashed potatoes, and I think I would modify this if I was the one creating this. I wasn't, but I think if I was, I would probably change some things with this. So this actually is an ideal sauce for this because we're going to try it on a number of things. Or I guess this is an ideal food to try the sauce on. So we're going to try it on this sort of, this is a bison too. It's a bison shepherd's pie. So we're going to try this on the straight mashed potatoes. And make sure we get plenty on there. And then we're going to try it on the filling, which is a, looks like buffalo, tomato sauce, red peppers, peas. Looks like there's corn in there as well. So here's kind of what we're looking at to begin with. You can see we don't have a lot of white areas there left anymore. So let's just get on into it and give it a whack here. Then you can't tell if it's a mushroom or a chunk of buffalo. Let's find out. So there is mushrooms as well in there. So this combination with the Worcestershire works really, really, really well here. I like this quite a bit. This dish is honestly, on the cooking shows, they call it rustic, hearty. There's zucchini in there as well. Sorry, missed that before. They call this sort of a rustic dish, hearty dish. And it is that, but to me, it's a touch on the plain side also. I mean, I'm not a chili head that needs every meal to be blazing. I don't need to stand on every single thing I eat. But in the case of stuff like this, these types of food, I'm just not. I like to have a little flavor, a little punch. Obviously, a lot of times I like oomph to it. Apparently, I like to feed the table. I don't think this could be grown anymore. Little bits of black pepper in there. This meshes really well with all the components of this. This is a really quite flexible sauce. I mean, it's a good sauce. Let's make no mistake, I do like this one. It's just not, I mean, it's not super hot, but it's very flavorful, and that Worcester adds just that really kind of unusual element to it. I still don't like mashed potatoes. I'm not a big potato fan in general, but this does make them quite a bit better. It's just nice. Just really melds in there wonderfully. It's not super hot, so you can use quite a bit of it. But also, vinegar is set kind of far back in the ingredients here. I think it's, yeah, so water, habanero, Worcester. So then vinegar comes in after all that stuff. So I think it's like fourth. You know, so it's set back, so it's not really especially astringent either. I like this sauce. I don't love it. I don't think I'm going to keep it around or anything. But on this dish, it's really quite good. You can see I've used maybe 3/4, maybe up to 4/5 of the bottle. Might have to set it aside for the wing thing. And that might be the end of it, but this is what I did quite a while ago. And I'm trying to catch up to the blog backlog a little bit. But if you look at the review, which is available in the description below, I want to say it was 2015. Something like that. Anyway, this is supposed to be a healthier version of shepherd's pie. So, pretty vegetable heavy. I was going to say not a ton of cheese in the potatoes and so on. So, again, it's not my favorite type of dish. I'm not a big fan of rustic stuff. I like to, it always seems plain to me, I guess. Any of that type of food, pot roast, stuff like that. I'm just not a big fan of that, but I'm a food explorer, you know. I like exciting flavors, but and some of you are looking at what I've eaten on this channel and going, yeah, you do. But okay, back to the sauce. This is lovely. I've used this. It's really flexible. I think I put flexibility pretty high on this one, and this is probably the last one from the archives I'm actually going to be doing for 2021. But it's just, I'm not a big fan of Florida, but they do have some really excellent sauces come out of there. So, good for that part. But yeah, I mean, this one, if you come across this, the Devil Drops, it is It's like a Cajun, it's like a Louisiana, but it's really got its own flavor profiles. The Worcester, the carrots, um, the habanero. I don't think Dat'l plays a huge role in this. If I'm being strictly honest, I don't know that for sure because I'm not super familiar with that pepper. But it doesn't seem to me like it does. But this if you want a nice change of pace, this is a good thing to have. The only thing that with some of the flavors when you get used to a cayenne, this one is a lot milder, way milder than any of those other two. So it's kind of word to the wise there. But definitely well worth a go. I absolutely encourage you to give it a shot if you come across it. So there it is. The Dat'l Do It Devil Drops. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.